Good evening. Thank you for joining us for the WCSB News Report. I'm Ian Flanegan. I'm at Garinger High School, which was placed on lockdown this morning after several arguments erupted in the cafeteria. I spoke with a 10th grader who said that two gangs were arguing inside the cafeteria. Police were then called to break up the scuffle. Firefighters are hardworking, courageous men and women who we can take for granted until we need their help. But becoming one is not an easy task. We took a closer look at what it takes to become a firefighter and to maintain that job. Recruits are immersed in a 6-month program where they learn everything from house fire simulation to ropes rescue.
Doing an inverted operation is the most hazardous operation that can happen. So I hope they never, ever have to put somebody in a hole.
You know, it's a great feeling that we have these brave men and women who are there to protect us in times of emergency. A couple years ago, my house actually caught on fire, and we lost about half of the house in the fire. No one was hurt, but we had emergency medical teams and firefighters right there on the scene immediately, and it was just a great blessing to have them help us.
The auditorium was filled up completely, over capacity. Students and parents were shuffled into the gymnasium where we are now. The energy here is intense. I think parents are sensing that urgency, that this is their last opportunity to express their opinion, to propose some amendments, some changes, some other options for the school board, and really fight to save their schools.
With thousands of Charlotte families feeling assaulted by the school board's plans to restructure, I caught up with Superintendent Dr. Peter Gorman to clarify several issues many families now face. For months, students, parents, and teachers have gathered at community forums across the county to express disapproval of the school board's proposals to restructure the school system.
This school is successful. You need to research and see the successes they've done and not mess with something that's proven and done right.
And we're just saying, hell no, we won't go. We're fighting for Harding and we're fighting for our school. We're all in this fight together.
Dr. Gorman says the school system's budget cannot support current operations.
We've had 2 consecutive years of huge budget cuts, and we've got a 3rd year coming down the road with that. And as we prepare for that year of budget cuts that are coming up, our challenge is, what do we take out? One of the things we're doing now is we're discussing about closing some buildings and moving programs, and it's difficult because people like their schools. They like their programs that they're in.
Thousands of people are outraged, and Dr. Gorman says he understands, but improvements in efficiency are necessary.
And it's difficult because people take it personally, which they should, because they care about their schools. They love their schools. You know, this is hard, but it'd be worse if no one cared. If no one cared at all, just close it. That'd be terrible. So this is painful. I wish we didn't have to go through it, that we had the money, but not having the money, we got to make tough calls.
I also spoke with School Board Chairman Eric Davis, who said that by restructuring schools in this way, the school system will save $7 million per year and 140 teacher jobs. We will have more on this story as it develops. Sports is next. We'll have your scores for the week, and we've got a special look at the defending NC4A football state champs, the nationally ranked Butler High School Bulldogs. They'll be hosting Vance in the semifinals Friday night. Stick around to hear what Coach Newsom has to say.
I'm Ian Flanegan at the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Government Center, outside the meeting chamber where the school board is meeting to vote on several proposed changes to over 24 area schools.
Push back the tape! Push back the tape!
Community members expressed their outrage Tuesday night, protesting for school board members to delay the vote, which many feel is hurried and premature.
So we didn't want them to vote at all. We were hoping that they would be sensible, reasonable, and listen to the public and decide to wait a little while to do more research, more investigation, more analysis to find out which would be the best outcome for all of our children.
The overflowing crowd gathered in the lobby to watch the broadcast of the vote, which will affect thousands of students, the majority of which are in minority communities. Amid community accusations of racism and resegregation, emotions were tense as people fought to have their voices heard. Some feel that the school board has targeted minorities, while others say they're being ignored altogether. 2 people were arrested for disorderly conduct, and medics were called to help one woman who fainted. With their children's education at stake, people are aggressively combating the plans to restructure the school system.
No! Fight for your children! Fight!
Over 19% of all Americans have tattoos, and now, thanks to toy stores across the nation, so do more than 60% of children. Temporary tattoo kits have become increasingly popular over the last few years, despite mixed reactions from parents. WCSB's Stacey Gant has more.
Well, it looks like we might have finally found someone with almost as much spunk as me.
Nice glasses, I like them.
Yeah.
Is that going to translate, though, into your performance on the course, on the disc golf course?
Absolutely. I think I'm ready to take on OJ Fresh.
OJ Fresh has got some skills, man.
So.
He's for real. It's a real deal.
Psychotic behaviors are common throughout religion as well. That society overlooks these resemblances is fundamental throughout Freud's writings. He argues that religion lures people into faith through teachings of convenient truth, which shield people from deep anxiety.
Well, I think Freud was really onto something when he was talking about, you know, religion dupes people into believing in the convenient truth. I mean, who honestly could say that they wouldn't want to live in paradise for eternity? No sorrow, no pain, no suffering, no sadness.